guys, welcome to the channel. In this video I'm going to be teaching you 3 iconic lead sounds which you can hear a lot in Anjunadeep releases. It's mainly deep, melodic, progressive kind of lead, and I also see that you guys have liked my previous video in the same format, so let's continue with that. For the future tutorials I will be taking 3 popular sounds like bass lead, maybe pad, basically any sound and different genres, and I will be remaking those sounds. Now let's start with the tutorial. Yeah, what do you guys think of the track? Do you like the track? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback, and also if you have any requests for future tutorials, let me know that as well. And now guys, let's start with the first lead, which is really popular actually in many genres, and it's a super saw lead which is really easy to make. So let's listen to the kick, the drums and the lead. So now I'm gonna open up Serum. You can take any wavetable or any synthesizer you like. And for that kind of lead, we're going to be utilizing 2 oscillators, and it's basically the same thing as a Reese bass. The only difference is that it's a bit higher, but the concept, like the sound design, is just the same. So we can do a note here, and now what we're going to do. So you're going to take this oscillator and you want to detune it, and before you do that you want to set the unison. So this basically is how many voices you have playing at once. I usually start with 4. If you want to go like up to 16, it's fine. I find that 4 sounds best to me, but you can experiment here and choose any amount. We're starting to get that sound. Also, you want to set your synthesizer in mono, so we have only one note which is playing at the time. Yeah, it sounds really cool. Let's go to the global section. Let's select the oversampling to 4. Don't need to do that, but if you want, you can. And this is the interesting section. So as you know, Serum has different like detuning modes, and for this kind of lead, the best mode is super. It's like a super saw. If you know old synths like Juno, Jupiter, they had this really nice wide, lush, tuned kind of sound. And yeah, we want to select the super. Yeah, sounds cool. And now we can use the second oscillator, and here guys, you can really play around with the waveform. I usually start with the saw waveform, but if you want, yeah, let's maybe just try and use different waveform. Yeah, this sounds kind of cool. So this one is in mono now. And now we're going to detune it once again so you guys see the difference. Yeah, sounds cool. Now let's turn on the second oscillator and do the same thing. 4 voices, detune. Now it's even more powerful. And we can play around with the waveforms. Let's try and use maybe basic shapes. Let's try and use the triangle. sounds cool. Now let's use the filter. So I'm gonna route the A oscillator and the B oscillator into my filter. So as you can see, you can turn on it here. Let's use the filter. And what we can do, we can use another envelope. So yeah, let's choose a shape and you can drag and drop to the cutoff. Now I'm gonna press Alt Shift and click here, so it's in unipolar mode. You can also do that in matrix, so you can do like that. And for the lead, when you wanna modulate the filter with the envelope, I would choose unipolar. Now we can add some fat and drive. And now let's just copy the pattern I had, like with the melody. Now with the chords, I think we can move the melody 1 octave higher. Yeah, sounds good, sounds good. And this is basically how you make the first lead, the super saw. The main concept behind this lead is that you take an oscillator and you detune the voices, and this is it. You can choose any waveform you'd like. It's completely up to you. And let's now move to the lead number 2, and this one is going to be inspired by Elenate. If you guys know who's Elenate, he's making really nice melodic kind of house. And for the Elenate sound, what we're going to do, we're going to initialize the preset, and we want to use a basic shapes, and we want to use a triangle waveform, because it has nice harmonics. It's not as dull as sine. And yeah, we're gonna do basically the same thing. Set in mono, since it's the lead sound. Now we can do something like that. And let's use the second oscillator. So we're gonna copy the oscillator. I think here we can play around with it. Yeah, this is what I need. Let's choose a filter. It doesn't really work, so let's choose another envelope. Yeah, and we've got that vibe, and now let's add some effects. So I want to add some noise, and I'm going to control the volume of the noise with the first envelope. As you guys can hear, it's giving the lead a bit more flavor. It becomes a bit more interesting. This is what we need. Now we can add some distortion to make the sound fatter. We can increase the attack to make the lead a bit more softer. So it's going to sound like... Yeah, it sounds really cool and interesting. I like it. Now we can add some more effects. So something like, let's say, maybe a chorus. I was thinking of the chorus. So I'm going to use the filter. As you guys can hear, it's making the sound like really wide and lush. Yeah, I really like how it sounds, and from that moment you can add effects like maybe one more filter, because Serum has interesting filters like... Yeah, and you can go like fully creative here. And yeah, guys, basically this is the lead number 2, and you can try adding some more effects. Something like delay would be really cool. Yeah, it sounds really interesting. Yeah, guys, this is it with the second lead, and now let's make one more lead. So I'm just gonna copy the pattern here, and let's make one more lead, and this one is going to be more like classic kind of lead. And for that sound, I'm gonna use, let's use maybe this one. I'm going to initialize the preset once again. Let's try with the saw waveform first, and if it works, I'm going to use it. And the second oscillator, let's use another waveform, or like saw-like waveform. We can detune the oscillators to make it sound more wide. Let's use a filter here again. Add some drive and fat. Yeah, it's already sounding cool. One cool thing what you can do with your oscillators, you can put one oscillator an octave lower, so you kind of get the low layer, and the second oscillator you can put an octave higher, so you have the top layer, and it will be really present in the mix, so you will be able to hear that lead. Because if I use just like one octave, like both -1, and sometimes if you use two oscillators like in the same octave, the lead in the context of the mix, it can sound dull, and we don't want that. We want our leads to be present, to be like bright, and you kind of get the idea. And yeah. I want to add some effects here, so maybe let's add some... Nah, don't like this effect. Yeah, I want to use distortion once again. Let's use maybe let's use phaser. Phaser is a really cool effect. Yeah, sounds cool. We can use a compressor, maybe multiband. Nah, don't like it. And with the equalizer, we can boost some frequencies. And with the equalizer, you can do interesting things. So yeah, guys, this is it. This is how you make those 3 very popular sounds of Anjunadeep / progressive melodic house. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave your comments below, like this video, hit that nice little bell icon so you trigger the algorithm and the channel will grow faster, and I will also see that you guys are liking the content, and this really means a lot. And also, guys, follow my Instagram profile. I post videos, stories, photos, just interesting content, so you'll be up to date and you won't miss any news, any events. And yes, you can also download those 3 presets for free. The link will be in the comments or in the description. And yeah, that was it for today, guys. I hope you've learned something. I hope you found value in this video. And yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.